Hello, folks, and welcome to the Pack Recap. Today we highlight the professional playing career of Green Bay Packers legend, Paul Hornung. Paul Vernon Hornung, nicknamed the Golden Boy, was an American professional football player who was a running back for the Green Bay Packers of the National Football League from 1957 to 1966. He played on teams that won 4 NFL titles and the first Super Bowl. He is the first Heisman Trophy winner to be selected as the first overall selection in the NFL Draft, play pro football, win the NFL Most Valuable Player Award, and be inducted into both the Pro Football Hall of Fame and College Football Hall of Fame. Packers coach Vince Lombardi stated that Hornung was the greatest player I ever coached. A versatile player, Hornung was a halfback, quarterback, and place kicker. He was an excellent all-around college athlete at Notre Dame, where he played basketball in addition to football. Hornung was born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky. He was the son of Paul Vernon Hornung Sr. and Loretta Williams. He was an outstanding athlete at Flagget High School in Louisiana and lettered all 4 years in football, basketball, and baseball. He was recruited by Bear Bryant at Kentucky in nearby Lexington, but chose to attend Notre Dame instead. After graduating from Notre Dame with a degree in business, Hornung was the first selection overall in the 1957 NFL Draft. He was taken by the Green Bay Packers, with whom he went on to win 4 league championships, including the first Super Bowl in January 1967. Hornung was the only Packer on the roster who did not play in Super Bowl I. A pinched nerve sidelined him, and he chose not to enter the game in the fourth quarter. As a professional, Hornung played the halfback position as well as field goal kicker for several seasons. Hornung led the league in scoring for 3 straight seasons, from 1959 through 1961. During the 1960 season, the last with just 12 games, he set an all-time record by scoring 176 points. Hornung also passed for 2 additional touchdowns, which did not add to his point-scoring total. The record stood until the 2006 season, when running back LaDainian Tomlinson of the San Diego Chargers broke the record with 180 points by scoring his 30th touchdown on December 17th, leaving him with just 4 points more than Hornung's record with more than 2 games to play, but in his 14th game compared to Hornung's 12 games. In 1961, Hornung set the scoring record in an NFL championship game with 19 points. That record stood for 56 years until James White scored 20 points in Super Bowl 51. In Green Bay's 1965 championship win, he rushed for 105 yards and a touchdown on a very muddy field against the Cleveland Browns. In October of that same year, he set a record for most points in a calendar month with 77. This was also broken by Tomlinson, who posted 78 points in November 2006. Hornung was voted the league's most valuable player in 1961 and was chosen as an All-Pro twice and named to the Pro Bowl twice. He is one of only 9 players to have won both the Heisman Trophy and the NFL's Most Valuable Player Award. He is also the only one to ever make a 50-plus yard fair catch kick, which is a rule that allows a team that just made a fair catch to attempt a free kick from the spot of the catch. This came in 1964 on September 13th, at the end of the first half of the opener against rival and defending champion, Chicago. In 1965, the 29-year-old Hornung scored a team record 5 touchdowns, 3 rushing and 2 pass receptions in a 42-27 road win over the Baltimore Colts on December 12th. Hornung's 5 touchdowns were overshadowed by the record-tying 6 touchdowns scored by Chicago's Gale Sayers later that same day against San Francisco at Wrigley Field. But the Packers' victory over the Colts proved important for the Packers, as they wound up tied with the Colts in the Western Conference standings at season's end, forcing an extra playoff game on December 26th which the Packers won in overtime to advance to the NFL championship. In that NFL championship game against the Cleveland Browns on January 2nd, Hornung ran for 105 yards and a touchdown in the Packers' 23-12 win for their third league title under Vince Lombardi. A pinched nerve in Hornung's neck severely limited his playing time in 1966, and Hornung did not see action in Super Bowl I when the Packers defeated the Kansas City Chiefs 35-10. Hornung was selected in the expansion draft by the New Orleans Saints, who later traded for Hornung's backfield mate at Green Bay, Jim Taylor. Hornung never suited up for the Saints, as the neck injury forced him to retire during training camp. Taylor and Hornung were affectionately known as Thunder and Lightning by Packer fans of the early 1960s. Hornung holds the most records for games with 30-plus points, 2, the most games with 25-plus points, 3, and the most games with 13 points in a season, 8, in 1960. He also holds the dubious distinction of having missed an NFL record 26 field goals in a season, doing so in 1964. The information brought to you in this video has been provided by Wikipedia. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the Entertainment Log.